That's climate change.
I know. Climate
So,
change is actually affecting everywhere, and it's super hot in Karachi.
wow.
And
Yeah.
we are fasting, so it's very, very difficult.
Yeah.
So
It's going to also affect agriculture a lot.
I mean, everything is affected, through the
Yeah.
weather, and that is the reason our solution, you know, Wheel of Life Farm School is being seriously looked at, because we
Mm-hmm.
have got this comprehensive solution of growing in all weathers.
Mm-hmm.
So deserts, if we can grow in deserts and we can grow in very, very cold weathers, I think we are in business. No competition there.
So, where are we at? I left a lot of groups because I was on so many groups, and all I was getting was I would spend
I
my
know.
whole
It's
life
what it
on
was getting crazy
too
and
much,
getting out
too
of
much.
all of that.
So did
And
I.
focus now is, as we discussed last time, with Alec
Hmm.
also, and a lot of good inputs came
Have you
from
been
him.
speaking to Alec?
No, I didn't speak to him, and he didn't
Oh,
actually, send me anything after that.
oh,
Probably he
okay.
was busy or what have you. But I mean, after that meeting with Alec, the progress now is that we have incorporated our company in Sierra Leone.
Okay.
The bank account is available.
Mm-hmm.
But now, in order to get that Kyocera funds, and the NGO funds, we are, as we were discussing, in detail with Alec, we are incorporating SAM, which is Sheikh Akbar Ali Mirza Climate Smart Trust. That is also being incorporated in Freetown, because there are so many NGOs working in Freetown, and I am enhancing their money by 5% by converting it into gold. So it's a win-win situation for everybody. So that is the progress. And the lawyer over there, the lady who actually incorporated our company, SAMS TQLMA Global Sierra Leone, is now working with Zeldris Foundation and some of the NGOs, we are working with, to incorporate SAM Climate Smart Trust. So
Okay.
we have that company, an NGO incorporated with an account in Standard Chartered, so that the money can start pouring in.
So how I guess you're not at the point of continuing with the Pakistan. Oh,
What happened? I think your video, yeah, video
oh,
was gone. Yeah.
oh! I was just cleaning off my computer and it just touched it. Um, the Pakistan project
Well,
with
Pakistan
C
project with Mariam
with
Khan,
CDF. Yeah.
is on hold, I think, because she decided that she
Hmm.
doesn't want to become TQLMA club member
Okay.
individually, or her organization, Community
Okay.
Development Foundation, also doesn't want to become our member,
Okay. I see.
because she
Okay.
didn't wanted the Kardan Hasna which we are offering. Because we were offering this support as a Kardan Hasna, which is supposed to be paid back to us after the project gets completed. She was just
Right.
interested in plain funding, like
Right.
normal NGO gets. So I
Right.
think she is probably getting all of that, and with Jenny, because she is now working very closely with her, and
Yeah.
she's trying to get her own funds and everything. But I think
Okay.
when I looked at the whole picture, did some due diligence myself also, we found out that, I mean, that organization has been around for a while in Pakistan, but
Hmm.
they don't have all the right approvals, and they don't even have a bank account. Even the bank
Oh.
account, Standard Chartered was not able to get all the documentation to open up the bank account.
Hmm.
And because of that, we lost that great opportunity we had, of buying the Excalibur test kits at a discount price, because she was not able to execute that.
Mm.
So based on that, and based on the other difficulties which other NGOs had, in USA, I was working with EACD, and then, a lot of the other people, but their requirements was sort of not matching with our requirement in a way. And that is the reason we decided that, okay, let's open up our own NGO. It's a SAM Climate Smart Trust. I mean, there are no hiccups there. We, exactly do what we want to do. And my basic plan exactly is this, that, Excalibur kit is still available to us. We will be buying that kit globally at that agreed price, and we will be selling the kit. And the other target is obviously that Buffalo gold mine. So that gold mine is still available, and the target in April, basically, or basically by the end of May, after the Ramadan is over, the holy month is over, around, 12th, 13th May, we will be in a position to acquire the mine, and then do that SAMS, campus town project.
And is
the
Jenny
nice
working
part,
with you with that?
No, nobody is working on it because, they were not able to perform.
Okay.
Because Jenny didn't had, that $200,000, which was required by our Chalfo International to arrange the finance. So she was not able to come up with that small amount also. So I think, that actually showed the actual financial picture. I mean, she's a great person. She's got a great plan, but she doesn't have any financial strength. So I said, well, and there were a lot of back and forth kind of, discussions going on about how we are going to do it legally, ethically, this requirement, that requirement, and it was getting very complicated. So then we decided that, okay, they should do on their own. If they come up with the funds and money of $110 million, whoever comes up with that $110 million should buy the mine. I'm not stopping anybody from doing it, because I'm the person who is going to be operating the mine, converting it into climate smart campus. That is all my expertise. I really don't care who owns the mine. Anybody can own the mine. And I will make sure that the return on investment is fantastic. The owner will be really delighted. Whether an NGO owns it or an individual owns it, I can operate the mine, and get twice the funding, the return on investment. One from education.
So you're not going to purchase the mine?
I am actually in the process of raising this money, which I'm going to be doing it. Kyocera, as soon as my 501c is incorporated, the SAM Climate Smart Trust in USA, which is also in the process now, because, so once that happens, Kyocera and the CSR funds is start going to be pouring into that program, in that funds, and I think when Kyocera kind of a company, wants to work with us, and we had a very detailed discussion on really integrating the climate smart mining technologies. So they are going to be providing.
Yeah, I didn't know that you were working with Kyocera.
Actually, what happened was, you remember that C4 meetings, we were having.
Yeah.
Right? In that C4 meeting, there was a gentleman, if you remember, by the name of Terence.
Yeah.
Okay, so what happened was that after one of those C4 meetings, Terence scheduled the meeting with the leadership of Kyocera.
Right. Oh, okay.
So in that meeting, we discussed in detail what we want from Kyocera and how Kyocera can help us. And as a matter of fact, we were giving the global market to Kyocera because, they are going to be actually producing our phone, that Kyocera phone for all our students. And when I mentioned 2 billion mothers as a customer, they were excited about it, 2 billion phones, for the mothers. So they said, we love the whole concept, we love the whole idea, and we would like to really move forward. So that is
that was a separate meeting. Yeah, that was a separate meeting than they have every week. Is that?
No. It was one-time meeting, and now what is happening is this: that after that meeting, Kyocera has made some commitments with Terence. Because Terence is actually offering them about maybe 10, 12 colleges, etc. in Los Angeles area, where the Kyocera is going to be setting up this entrepreneurship program and stuff like that for
Right.
them. So actually, Terence is getting the money from Kyocera after that meeting I had with them.
Right.
So obviously that funds is available, and that Kyocera model actually gives us an opportunity now, because now most of the corporations in USA is actually putting their money for the Black Life Matter and for minorities and stuff like that. So those funds are already available to us.
Yeah.
And our program is ideal, you know, because we are actually uplifting everybody, you know, ladies and
So,
everybody else.
so I just wanted to touch base with you regarding the Victory Garden and Pakistan. So that's a
No,
no-no.
Victory Garden in Pakistan is like this, okay? Now, there is a gentleman, an engineer working with us. Mariam is out now, because Mariam is
Okay.
working exclusively on her own. So now there is a gentleman who is an engineer, a fellow chemical engineer. So it's easy to communicate with engineers, you know. So that gentleman, Basit Ali Khan, is now leading that project, you know, of enrolling all the ladies and enrolling all the engineers, basically, STEM graduates. You know, so he is engaged in enrolling the STEM graduates. Everything else remains same. So only thing which is out of the picture is Mariam Khan.
Okay. So when I came in, it was to work with Mariam Khan. So where are
Mariam
we
Khan, I
at
think you
now?
can work. No, you can actually, because Mariam Khan, you know, operates her own organization, and you should definitely help her out, because you know she
Yeah,
has
no,
done a
we've been
lot of work on
talking.
the ground. Okay.
Right. No, we've been talking and communicating, but I said to her,
Yeah.
originally you introduced me to her, right?
Mhm.
So I said to her, I like to make sure that I,
No, no, but I mean, from my
you know,
side, Joanne, even, I mean, if you don't charge anything from Mariam, okay, don't charge anything from her. I will probably pay you that whatever the cost is, but her team, you know, she has got about a team of whatever 100 people or 200 people, remember,
mm-hmm,
which she wanted to train. So you said,
mm-hmm,
okay, you know, go ahead and, you know, do the training for them. At least
mm-hmm,
start the whole process, you know, enroll them, the 200 people into your program, start the training program. So
mm-hmm.
at least something is practically happening, you know, and we can put
Yeah.
that, okay, we have done this project in Pakistan. Silently, like I'm saying, I'm going to be supporting that. There's no problem. As long as you have
Yeah,
got a
but
list of 200 people or whatever number of people, and if those 200 people needs my help in terms of paying for their training and stuff like that, I will do that. I just need
but
the list of that 200 people.
yeah, but we can't do it really silently, right?
Pardon me?
Because
No, no,
it
no. I mean,
we
it's
can't.
not silently. What I'm simply saying is this: Mariam Khan, you know, as a leader, doesn't believe in our program. Okay, but now you are providing them Victory Garden training. You've got a list of 200 people coming from her. And if out of those 200 professionals, anyone needs our help, you know, according to our program, we can enroll them into our SAMS TQLMA club, you know, with just one PGC or 10 PGC as we agreed upon. And with that 10 PGC, your Victory Garden, you know, membership will also be included as we planned.
Hmm. Yeah,
But
but I would
now the
have to be.
platform is not CDF anymore. Okay, whoever
Hmm.
comes and joins SAMS TQLMA club, every Pakistani can do that, or every person from the world can do it, you know,
Hmm.
will be supported by us.
Right. Well, it's
So
I
I
would have to
made
be
my
careful.
program actually very, very clean and clear. Okay, we are not
Hmm.
imposing anything on anybody. Whoever needs our help, whoever wants to get themselves educated, gets themselves uplifted. Like my offer is very unique, you know, I mean, one PGC. Join with
Yeah,
one PGC, you know, and after that, we will take care of you.
yeah. So with that, if it's her members, she would
Hmm?
have to know about it and
No,
promote
no,
it,
she will
right?
know. You actually, you know, if suppose she gives you the list of 200 members, all right? And
Okay.
out of those 200 members, if some of them needs financial assistance, you can simply tell them that, okay, if you become SAMS TQLMA club members, you know, you will get the financial assistance.
I would have to know what the parameters are, what the rules are, all of those
Same
things.
situation.
Yeah, I
Same
need to have it
situation.
in writing so that if they ask me, I can say, this is, you know,
I mean,
membership is this much.
Join, what we can say is, you develop the enrollment form, which I have. You can, modify that enrollment form. In that enrollment form, we can include Victory Garden training, at this cost. Because currently what I'm telling people is that if you join us with 10 PGC, which is what, something like 20 Canadian dollars, you also get the annual membership of Victory Garden as well as SAMS TQLMA Club.
Yeah. Well,
Okay?
like I said, we would have to disclose it. That's all.
No, we disclose it. I mean, I'm not hiding anything.
Yeah. No, I can't work like that anyway.
I'm
So,
not hiding anything from anybody. But what
right.
I'm simply saying is that like you have got your own ways and program and plan of executing the training. I have got my own system of doing it. And we are ready to help
But you
everybody
see that
out.
the issue, yeah, the issue would be that it's I'm going to be the way it sounds to me, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. I'm selling your memberships for your organization, and that's not my job. My job is to
No.
sell for
What I'm
my
simply saying is
organization.
this: if any of your students from anywhere in the world,
Oh,
okay,
I see.
if they need
Okay.
financial assistance, they become SAMS TQLMA Club member, and I will assist them.
Okay, so I need to know the parameters of that.
That's it. So we decide on the parameters.
No, I have to get it from you saying this is
Why?
what
What
that
I'm simply
means.
saying is this: that if they become, if they want to get the Victory Garden membership, okay, I'm offering them the whole thing, annual membership of SAMS TQLMA Club, plus the annual membership of Victory Garden for 10 PGC, which is 20 Canadian dollars. That's it.
Okay, so I need Fadl, I
Hmm?
need to have that in writing to have it
You
as
draft
my
a
paperwork.
document and I will sign on it.
Yeah.
So that's
No, we
that's a
need to get
formal
it.
agreement, right? Between us.
Yeah, but
Or I
I
can
need.
do a joint venture agreement, because I've got all your details. I will do a joint venture agreement. We sign on that agreement. So that's a formal document. Based on that, we can execute everything.
Yeah, I would have to
Right?
look at. No, I would have to
No?
look at it to see what it means.
Sure. Sure.
Because
I mean,
I
you
can't
can
sign on.
draft and I can put it in my own letterhead and everything. Or
No,
if you
no,
have
it has
a,
to. No. Hold on. It has to come from you.
okay.
This is your program, and you're proposing that we do. This
Mhm.
is how it can work, and
No,
then
no,
I
what
have
I'm
to look
simply
at it and say,
saying, Joanne, Victory Garden is your baby. Okay,
yes,
it's
I
not
know
my
how it
program.
works.
It's not my
Yeah.
program. Okay, if now Victory Garden students from anywhere in the world needs any kind of a financial assistance, SAM TQLMA Trust or SAM's TQLMA Club, will provide that assistance to them.
Yeah, I understand what your role is doing. What I don't understand is how it works. What is the
It's simple.
expectations? What is the, all of those things. Those are just elementary things that I have to understand.
I mean, I'm ready to follow your procedures. I don't want to change anything. What you
My
are doing,
no, my no, my procedures are you become a member of the Victory Garden,
right?
that you can take these courses,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
It's very clear.
And we
But
have
when
agreed
it comes
on
to,
the prices also. You have given me the very good price.
I have in terms of CDF,
No,
but I thought that,
CDF is out of
hold
picture.
on. I know,
CDF
but
doesn't exist. For me,
no, but
CDF doesn't exist. If you want to
no,
give
but
that program to CDF and not to me, you can renegotiate the program with me. SAM
yeah, but
TQLMA
what I'm saying,
Trust is the organization now.
yeah, but what I'm saying is that the role of CDS was to oversee the financials, so I didn't have to deal with it. Now, if I have to deal with it, is a different story. I need to have the paper backup
Yeah,
in order to do
exactly,
that.
exactly, exactly.
So, I can't do a program without that.
Without what?
Without having what does the financial requirements are, what is the expectations, what is the
Obviously,
payback, if
SAM
any.
TQLMA Trust will take care of all the financial obligations.
What, like, I need to have that document then.
Yeah, so that is the reason I'm saying
Just
that, okay, we develop a document, okay, between your organization.
no, Mafadal, I need to know what it is that you're offering. Okay. It's a standard document. This is our program. This is how it works. This is the expectations.
Have you read any
I,
of my documents which I shared with you?
yes, but this is what that was in context to CDF. I need something that is for us.
Okay. So we can do
So
that.
you're just saying that they're out of
No,
the,
no,
so
I
this is
will
like a new
develop.
conversation.
I will develop a proposal for you,
Yeah,
along
and
with
the
the how we
$10,
want to
yeah, and
do, and we
okay.
agree on the parameters we agreed on, right? $10 and
No,
annual
that
membership.
$10, hold on, that $10 was because you were going to bring me, we were going to do all of CDF's
50,000 students,
member
something like that.
and 50, yes,
Yeah,
as a
that is
victory. It
still
was
valid.
based on that.
That is still
Okay,
valid.
so do you have
Oh
53,000
yeah, yeah, that
students
is still
registered?
valid. That is still valid.
I know, but do you have those
Yeah, I mean, all those
members?
engineers are there. They are really excited and willing to work with us. 2 billion mothers also live in the planet today.
And so what is the, have you done any webinars or anything like that with
Yeah,
them?
yeah. I mean, all my video channel is full of it. I'm sure. I'm actually sharing all our program with everybody. So
Yeah.
they are all there, and all of them are now actually the problem we have is this. Okay, all of us. They don't want to see the presentation of Victory Garden or my video presentation. They want to see it physically. Is there a
Mhm.
physical site available? So I'm telling them, okay, go to Dalat, Vietnam, where physically you will see a Wheel of Life Farm School, because Dr. Paul
Right.
Olivier has built something over there.
Right.
Okay,
So
and
originally we were
we can
supposed to do
sell
it.
them. We can tell them that, okay, if you want to see a Victory Garden, Joanne Kerr has built a Victory Garden in Toronto. This is what it looks like.
Yeah. Well, we don't have that garden anymore because of COVID. We closed it.
I know that,
So,
but I mean,
but
what
I
I'm
have pictures
your
of it for
pictures, and
12 years.
you have got a lot of
But that,
material, Joanne.
yeah, that, I mean, we have 12 years of pictures, and then,
Like I said, with all the people I have worked with, Joanne, you are the most organized person. You are the most, what I'm saying is there's someone who is not promising anything, who has already delivered.
right. And so,
So it's easy.
like it is. I just need to have everything written down. I'm very
Exactly, exactly, exactly.
fussy that way
No, no, I
because I
mean,
don't like my
it should be like that. So
yeah,
we
I don't like
actually,
anything to be misunderstood, and I love
exactly,
transparency.
exactly.
Transparency
And,
is what I
and that, since your organization has been operating for last 12 years or so in a
no,
very
just the garden. Our organizations have been since 2003.
three, right?
We do other projects.
I know that.
I only talk about the Victory Garden.
No, no, but what I'm simply saying is that your company, your organization has been in business physically, practically doing things for last 20 years almost, right?
Right.
So
Right.
now what we are saying is this, that, I don't have to reinvent the wheel, because, you are already operating all of that thing. You have got all systems in place, and I don't want to change a slightly, a dot or comma on it. We'll simply follow your system.
Yeah. But I don't know what the relationship means and what we're doing. Like
Well,
that's
that
what
we
you have
need
to
to
tell me.
understand. That you need to
Right.
understand. Okay,
That's
and I
right.
think
So
you have already. You can actually suggest a model that, Mufaddal, I have done this kind of work which you are interested, in doing with this
well,
organization
we've
like
never
this.
done, yeah, we've never done the people financing things because we usually get somebody gives us the money and we roll out the program.
Okay,
That's what we do. But
and
they're
I think
usually from
that is
they're usually
exactly.
from like the Canadian government,
Oh,
or
okay,
they
okay,
give you
okay. All
X
right,
amount of
okay.
dollars.
Okay,
They
okay.
say you write the program
Mhm.
and you do the project and you write your report, you
Wonderful.
know.
Okay,
So that's how we do it.
correct, correct. So it's
So
actually
that's not, but
supporting,
that's not,
I mean, I think that's fine. I mean, there is nothing wrong with it. If you can sign a contract with the Canadian government, you can sign the contract with a private organization like mine, Sam Climate
but
Smart Trust.
but again,
Mhm.
we signed those based on them giving us money for us to roll out a project. We
Right.
don't,
And also, I'm also
you
not
know,
asking for doing anything for free,
there's no paying back or anything like
No, no,
that.
no. What I'm
So,
simply saying is this, that, okay, like you are operating with others, you want that, okay, we can operate for you like this, Mufaddal. I can provide
yeah,
the
but you
training
don't,
to 50,000 people. This is my cost. No, no other thing
yeah,
else, and that's it. You do your part. I will pay you
yeah,
in
that's how
advance.
we,
And that's what
yeah,
you mentioned, right? You need payment in advance
yeah. Well,
to
usually like
design the
even
program and to do everything, right? I mean, there's
yeah,
nothing wrong in it. I mean, it should be. I like your programming plan because without the
yeah.
money and without the finance available,
Well, we won't
in
do it
advance,
without that. Even with the
you
Canadian
cannot really
government,
plan anything.
not just that, it's a collection. We don't want to spend our time collecting. So
I understand. I
that's what,
understand. I
right.
understand. I
Because
understand.
what happens is, even with the Canadian government, we did a
Uh-huh.
project for them too,
Yeah.
and they
Yeah.
gave us 90%
Right.
and held 10% back 2 weeks before the project was done.
Correct.
So that's the Canadian government. And because they understood we had to pay
Fantastic.
people and we did not want it to be, oh, where's the money coming from? We can't work like
Exactly.
that.
Exactly. Exactly.
We
I
won't
think
work
I would
like
like to
that.
follow your procedures. Okay. I like it.
So
And I am a
you write
person.
me, yeah,
I'm a
you write me
person.
what your
Okay.
the parameters of your program, and then we'll have another discussion. Okay?
Okay,
You
now
tell me when you're ready.
what I want from you is this, Joanne. Okay, Victory Garden is one of the things, and I know you are capable of offering a lot of other things. Okay,
Yes.
so if I can get a profile from your end,
Okay.
then Mufaddal, these are all the things which we are able to offer. Okay,
But
and
Mofado, I need you to tell me that you're not going to be posting it on
I'm not
that we're
posting
doing
it.
this
I'm not posting it
because
to anybody.
that
No, no, no. I'm not
no
doing
no
it. Not doing it. I'm
because
not
when I
posting
see
anybody's name. It's my name. I'm doing it. And if
what
you
I'm
are a
saying is that
provider, and if you don't want me to even mention it that you are the provider, I will not mention it.
no, once we have the program already, you can say,
Uh-huh.
we
Right.
can announce it.
Right.
But when we're in discussion, it's not a program.
No, what I'm simply saying is I 100% agree with you that we have not signed any formal document
Right.
of
Right.
association between us.
Right.
And that was the problem which everybody had. That, okay,
Yes.
I know Joanne
Yeah.
Kerr for 20 years.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any agreement with Mrs. Joanne Kerr? And I said, well, we have video meetings and, Zoom meetings, and we agreed on certain things on the Zoom meetings, but we don't have a document in place as yet.
Which that's what agreement is. As far as I was concerned, we had discussions, not
Yeah, I know.
agreements.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
If nothing is
I
signed,
consider Joanne as a lean engineer. I consider Zoom meeting as a fantastic medium of avoiding
yes.
paperwork. Paperwork is
No,
not climate smart.
well, I'm the opposite. I always need to have backups.
No, I know
We're
that.
required
I
to,
know that. But I mean, I
yeah,
need to. What
we're
I'm simply saying
required
is
to have
this.
them.
Yeah, sure. I mean,
I can
what I'm
show you,
simply, yeah. I know. I
I can
mean,
show you.
you can probably show me that you have got 1 ton of papers. All the documents, etc., which you have signed
If
for the
our revenue
auditors.
aid, yeah, exactly. If the auditors come in, I have,
Yeah,
here's the folder.
I
Here's
know.
our agreement. Here was the understanding. Here's
Correct.
how we got the money.
Correct.
Here's how
Correct.
we spent
But I
it.
think I'm not.
You know,
I'm suggesting that in future we should eliminate all the paper waste.
no,
But
I'm
currently,
sorry.
no, no.
Yeah,
Currently, if
yeah,
Mr. President Trudeau doesn't want to make Canada climate smart, we'll follow Mr. Trudeau's, procedures. It's
yeah.
a Canadian
Well, we don't
procedure,
have,
right?
well, you can have documents where you can have it digitally. I'm all for that, but you still have to have the
Mhm.
audit trail. That's hard
correct,
copy.
correct. I mean,
And so
I
I
appreciate,
will not do it unless
Join,
we
I
have that.
appreciate that because I am a quality assurance auditor,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
we need to have it.
Well, I mean, if you look up on our updates in the Revenue Canada, you'll see we're right up to date, no
Mhm.
problems.
Correct,
And
correct.
so the
And I
reason
think
we
that's the
don't
way
have
it
a
should be. That's the way it should be.
exactly.
Exactly.
So for 20
Because
years we've never.
if we don't actually follow all that, Joanne, it actually becomes a big time waster for us. We don't
Well,
want we
I
don't want
wouldn't do it.
people
I
to
wouldn't
come
do
and
it
bother
anyway.
us. No, I mean, we
No, but I
don't
wouldn't
want
do a project
people.
anyway.
Exactly. And I think that is the reason that even if we want to do a very good deed, we want to make sure that it is done legally and ethically.
Yeah.
Nobody has
So
any
well,
questions.
that's right. And no questions, but also if they have questions, that I have the
Mhm.
paperwork to show,
Correct.
because
Correct.
people will always ask questions.
Sure. They
So
should.
so I'm going to wait for you to write me something that how you see your organization, your background, what is
Mhm.
your membership, and
I
then
will
what you're proposing, like
prepare.
a proposal.
I will
No,
prepare a
no,
document
let's
like a
start
proposal, right?
a proposal. We'll discuss the proposal, then we'll have an agreement.
Okay.
Okay, so that's how we usually do it.
Okay. Fine. So
Okay,
let me draft out a proposal.
right.
And
We can work on it, and
I just know about Victory Garden. What I need
yeah,
from
no, I want
you.
to hear it from your side and what you're providing.
No. What I need to understand from you is other things which you are doing besides Victory Garden. Okay.
Let's start with the Victory Garden,
So
and
I
then we can
know
add
all the
projects.
services which you are providing, and if I am actually signing an agreement with your organization, I should take advantage of everything which you are capable of offering.
Yeah, let's start with the Victory Garden, okay? And
Okay.
then I'll because the other programs are, I don't run them, so I would have to go to the people that run them. Like
My in a one statement, Joanne, my program is Global Executive MBA in Climate Smart Entrepreneurship.
right.
Okay? And anything which is helpful for my students, I can include that in the program. Okay, so if you are offering something very unique, okay, which is going to be making social entrepreneurs, benchmark social entrepreneurs, and train the people in the right way. Idea is not just to get the training. Idea is to apply the training so
Right.
that they become successful entrepreneurs.
Yeah, so if you send me a profile of your students, a typical profile, then I will say, okay, we can do this program, this program, this program. How's
Well,
that?
currently I'm looking at STEM
Yeah.
graduates. Previously, actually, in Pakistan, I've got 53,000 engineers available. But I mean, in the STEM category, there are a lot of other, technology graduates and skill, trained, qualified people. So, I mean, STEM is fine. Science, technology, engineering, management,
Yeah.
So that is
Right.
fine. All the STEM graduates, will be part of my program. And then,
So
we want to transform those STEM graduates into entrepreneurs.
right. So
And
the program would,
your role is social entrepreneurship.
right. Well, we can provide, we do have a social entrepreneurship program.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So,
So your role exactly basically is that.
but it
And
would be
then,
based on maybe an 8-week course or a 4-week course,
sure.
depending.
Doesn't matter.
But
Mhm.
it would be part of whatever it is that you're doing. So that's what I said. Write me what you're doing, and I'll
Okay.
say, okay, we can fill this spot. We
Yeah.
can do the food here. We can do,
Mhm.
but like I said, it's we have to agree, and we cannot take money from Sierra Leone. So it would have to be when you have your either American organization or Canadian organization.
Okay. So you
Okay.
cannot accept money from Africans.
Right now it's a big
Mhm.
issue in Canada. So
Okay. All right. Because
yeah.
I know one organization. Okay, Zandris Foundation is a very established organization in Sierra Leone,
Okay.
and they they do all the work. And I mean,
Okay.
there is a Canadian college also there, which has
Okay.
been made by
Okay. Well,
Canadians.
send me that information and I will go to the bank and have them, because that's what I do with all my projects. I go to the bank and say, here's the information about them. So
And
when the money comes in,
and
they can
I
double
mean, if
check.
something was already happening, Join, I think that gives us an idea that maybe if that platform is already doing it, getting the Canadian money into Sierra Leone to do all the projects in Sierra Leone, then maybe Zendesk Foundation is the organization we can utilize.
Right. So again, if
Mhm.
I have something, once we get to that stage,
Mhm.
I will bring that into the bank and say, we will be receiving money from this organization,
Okay.
and I will make sure that they have that, so they cross-check it and they're protected as well.
Okay, fine.
So like when we get money, like we get a lot of money from Europe and US mostly,
Mhm.
and Canada, obviously.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah, they always phone me. We're getting this, incoming wire. Are you expecting it?
Mhm.
And yes, if you look in the file, you'll see, oh, okay, they look in the file, they see it,
Right.
okay,
Right.
and it's done. So
I think it will be simple matter, because I think since I am incorporating our 501c3 company, organization in USA for doing this
right,
gold mining projects, I think it will be available, and we
yeah,
will have a USA account, so there won't be an issue.
right, yeah. And so the
And currently, like I said, currently I also have an HSBC account in Hong Kong, that
right.
can be utilized, for doing the transactions.
So our role would not be joint venture, it would be more contractual, that we
Yeah,
would
yeah, yeah.
providing a
Exactly,
specific
exactly.
service. So
Specific service, yeah.
right.
Exactly,
Okay.
exactly. Okay. And I mean, what I'm
Um,
simply expecting from you is that, okay, like from everybody else, I'm asking the same thing. Okay, if you are selling a test kit, or if you are selling a training program, or whatever services you're offering, give me the SAM Climate Smart Trust price. That's it.
okay.
So that way I get a very good leverage. I mean, that's a
Right.
good. These people are doing good work. Okay, they are
Yeah.
educating everybody, things like that. So we should be helping them out. So I always get a very
Well,
good price from everybody.
right. So so you want a volume discount is what you're really
So
saying,
that is what I'm
right?
looking for. That it's a SAM Climate Smart Trust is in the business of providing education and food to everybody. Okay, as a trust, and for you will be providing the services to them. So give us a price which is attractive. Whatever, I mean, not attractive, but give us a price where your
Yeah.
cost gets covered and you are not making exorbitant profits.
Right.
That's it.
So the membership fee is different, as you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
That's fine.
that's a
Membership
separate
is
thing.
fee is
So
fine. I mean, we already agreed upon that.
we agreed on the $10 for
10 Canadian
Canadian.
dollars for annual
Yeah,
membership, right?
right, for annual membership. But you had also asked me for um, a full membership. I don't know if you still want that.
That's fine. I
We
mean,
did
the
like
life membership, if you can offer that,
right,
I will include
right,
that in with my 5,300 PGC life membership, and I'll pay you for that.
right. And what? So that was one of the things I had not
No, you didn't
come
didn't
up with.
share the details.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking about it
Mhm.
a lot. So it was the price of $10 was based on 53,000
Yeah, yeah,
members.
yeah. Exactly,
Remember
exactly.
that?
So that's a
Okay,
number.
so
That's a magic number.
yeah, but then that's 53. That's 500 and $500,000 for membership.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know that. I know that.
You do?
I know. Obviously, I
Oh,
mean,
okay.
53,000 GEMBA students. I
Yeah.
am enrolling them into a GEMBA program, so I'm getting the money from them, right?
Right, right.
I'm getting it. So you are getting
Yes.
a small portion of it.
Yeah, I think you said you're charging them $10,000 or whatever,
Yeah,
US or
10,600 Canadian dollars, That's a program.
Canadian.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a
Yeah.
Canadian dollars.
And we're only getting $10 out of that.
No, no, no.
So
What I'm talking about is that from that $10,600,
yeah,
you
yeah,
can come up with the life membership package.
right.
Like $10
So
is an annual membership, right?
it's $25, but we agreed on the 10.
On $10, right? In a
Yeah,
similar way, now since you are talking about the annual membership, people can keep on renewing it, or you can say, okay, if you are becoming a SAMS TQLMA Club Life member with 5,300 PGC, I'm going to be charging this much Canadian dollars to give you a life membership.
Right. So life membership would be 25 years, right?
Whatever.
Or
It's for
forever.
life.
Forever.
It's for
Yeah.
life. As long as the
Yeah.
person lives and needs training.
Yes.
You know,
So they have
COVID-19 is
access.
getting rid of a lot of them, you know, so.
So a life membership, then we should, if it was a life membership over 25 years, that's $250.
Uh-huh.
Obviously, that's way too much.
Right.
Right?
So what I'm
Right,
simply
because
saying is this, that, you know, you actually calculate according to that and you say, okay, this is what we are going to be charging, you know, for life membership. That's okay.
yeah, because listen, if it was a, let me tell you, I've saved you a lot of money already. So normally we're charging $25 Canadian,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
So you're actually saving $15
Yeah, I'm doing that, right?
already.
Exactly, exactly.
So then,
Exactly.
so I don't know.
So let's agree on it, Joanne.
Yeah.
253 Canadian dollars is your life membership,
How
you
much?
know, for Victory Garden.
253?
253 Canadian dollars.
Why three? Why three?
Oh, that three is my magic number, you know.
So $253 per person, right?
Per person for life membership.
So are you telling me
Mhm.
times 53,000 equals, you're going to give me $13 million?
Yes. Our target actually is, Joanne, is this, that 53,000 GEMBA students will be enrolled, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm
Mm-hmm.
talking about global number now, you know,
Right.
in this year, basically. That's a target.
Right.
And then
Yes.
obviously it's going to be, you know, increasing after that. Because
Right.
this is 53,000 is a number for one campus. Like for the, you know, our Buffalo Mine, Gold Mine campus, in one campus town, we will be actually housing 53,000 families.
Okay. So the membership gives them access to a discount for the education.
Mhm.
So this is and the first right of refusal. That's the magic of it. So
Mhm.
um, uh, the projects themselves is a different thing.
Mhm.
That's a project. It needs to be, so the membership is that, say for example, uh, we are actually doing this. We're scheduling it for September. So September we're having 8 webinars. We have
Mhm.
already
Already
this is
planned
an
it, okay?
actual, right?
Mhm.
And it's because of COVID, we couldn't do the garden. So
Mhm.
we decided, we're going
Mhm.
to give information on how to use the Victory Garden vegetables,
Mhm.
right?
Okay.
Because we already told them how to grow it.
How
So
to grow it, yeah.
you're going to use it.
Exactly.
So we're doing a series of cooking classes.
Okay.
And we talk about the vegetables, talk about the Victory Garden, talk about the nutrient value, talk about why it's a good blah, 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 blah. Then we're going to have a
I just
20-minute
had a
cooking
thought,
session.
Joanne. Dr.
Yeah.
Shiva.
Yes, I know her. Just one second. So what happens with the membership, they
Uh-huh.
become members.
Right.
And so if there are 8 classes, the members are the ones that get the first opportunity to register.
Right. Okay.
So if it's full,
Mhm.
nobody else gets it.
Nobody else gets it. Yeah, I mean the member
Right.
gets the
So
benefit, right? Okay, good.
right. So because they're members, the cost of that is $250 per person
Okay.
for the class.
Mhm.
But if you're a member, you get a reduction. You actually get it
Mhm.
for less than the cost of the membership.
Membership.
So
Exactly.
yeah,
Exactly.
so if it costs $250, we're going to charge the membership to $25. So
Okay.
on the first thing, they get their money back.
They get the money back. Right, exactly.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Exactly.
So if we're
exactly.
doing an entrepreneurship class for your
Right.
entrepreneurship is going to be probably, I would say 12 weeks maybe. Introduction to
Can
what social
you,
entrepreneurship
Joanne,
is.
include in that social entrepreneurship 12-week program, 12 weeks,
Which
right?
one?
I mean, the 12
Uh,
weeks, you are actually designing a 12-week session
yeah.
for my
Yes.
GEMBA student. Include Victory Garden also in it. So they learn about, Victory Garden and growing and everything else, as well as how to become a benchmark social entrepreneur to lead a Wheel of Life Farm School?
No, I can't talk about the Wheel of Life Farm School.
No, no, I'm
I can
talking
only,
about, that's my program, right?
yes,
That's my program of Wheel of
right.
Life Farm School. And I am actually developing a social entrepreneur who can lead my Wheel of Life Farm School.
Yeah, so we can introduce what the Victory Garden is and why it's important in a social
Right.
entrepreneurship context,
Right.
because that's what our social
No, no, no.
program is
That is
about
Victory
anyway.
Garden is separate. But what I'm simply saying is this, that when you provide them the training for social entrepreneurship, my objective is this, that that lady or that person should be able to lead my Wheel of Life Farm School as a leader, as a principal, as an example.
So that's a leadership implementation.
Leadership implementation, exactly.
Yeah, but that's the social entrepreneur should already know how they're going to do that. What the social entrepreneurship is how to manage the business and how to run it as a social entrepreneur, not as a business. That's what
No,
the
no, no.
program is about.
Actually, what we want is this: the leader, like as a principal of the Wheel of Life Farm School, that lady or that person should be able to effectively operate my school, take care of all aspects of running a school. So they get trained, in that all aspects of it.
Yeah, but we don't do coaching and mentoring, right? So
No,
that's
I
a
mean, that is
leadership.
my role, but I mean, you are actually
Yeah.
giving them a unique, training so that that person, after getting this 12 weeks training, should be able to start leading the Wheel of Life Farm School project, starting from building it and operating it.
Um, we
You see, the
we can do
plan
that.
is like this, Joe, and the plan is like
No,
this.
no, hold on. No, no, I have to be clear about this.
Okay.
Uh, I don't know how your farm schools are run or how they're designed. So I
That
can't
is
do
my
that.
that is
Uh,
my baby, but what I'm
right.
simply
So
saying is
I do know,
my engineers are going to be building, say, one Wheel of Life Farm School, say, in 12 weeks. Okay.
mhm.
So in 12 weeks, the one Wheel of Life Farm School will be up and running, ready. And this person who qualifies, from your training, 12 weeks training, should be able to operate it.
So I'm trying to go to our outline.
I think it's a very good
So
timing also, because 12 weeks I can build one farm school. There's no issue at all.
yeah, but I'm trying to tell you that our entrepreneurship course is built around them running a Victory Garden.
Yeah, fine. I
So
think it's fine. Maybe, I mean, Wheel of Life Farm School takes care of a lot more than just Victory Garden.
right,
But I think
and
Victory Garden experience will help them out anyways.
right, and I don't represent your organization, and I don't want
And
to. So
I don't want to, it's my organization, it's my program.
right.
The reason I was mentioning Dr. Shiva was that
Hmm.
everything which we use in terms of seeds and in terms of, growing
Yeah,
things should be non-GMO,
I
should
agree.
be, exactly. So,
Yeah,
it should be Dr. Shiva's model.
yeah. So we talk about in the social entrepreneurship, obviously it's about the climate smart Victory Garden.
Mhm.
So what is how do you manage a climate smart Victory Garden? Designing it,
Okay.
doing the consultation, things like that. It's more community
Uh-huh.
driven.
Okay.
Um, so not necessarily business driven. And if they
Fine,
want to
fine,
do a
fine.
market
No
garden,
issues, no issues. Business is my end. I
so
will take care of that.
okay. So we're happy to do the context
Mhm.
so that they can do actually when they're done they can actually do
So
a business plan.
what will be my cost of this 12 weeks program
I will
per
have to come up
student?
with that. So I will have to give you a cost and a volume.
Because it's simple, because what I want to do is include that in my budget, because 253 is the life membership.
Life, right?
Okay. And then whatever is
Yeah.
the cost of the 12-week program, I will add that to it, and that's your baby.
Yeah,
will give
so
you that money
because
to you.
53, yeah, 53,000 people, we would have to do a number of events,
Mhm.
right? It's not just
Sure,
one
sure,
that you
sure.
can't,
Exactly.
it's
Exactly. I
uh
mean, with the Zoom session and whichever way you are planning, we can do all
yeah,
the parallel processing and everything which is available to us, so that
right,
people can learn and we move forward. So that is
right.
fine. So
Okay.
let's work on it, and give me the cost. I will add that cost to it. I'm not going to increase my cost. My
Yeah,
cost is
right.
$10,600.
So how many components are attached to your cost?
I mean, my cost is, since I'm
Mm,
looking at the people actually working for me. Okay, this is
right,
a token cost. 10,600 Canadian dollar is
right,
nothing. Okay, to for a program like this. A program
right,
like this in USA costs $100,000. Right, so
right.
people don't believe that I can actually deliver an MBA program for this low cost and actually convert a student into a millionaire in 53 months. My situation is this, that student just in time applies everything, whatever he learns, and I am making money. Okay, and the student is actually making money,
Yeah.
right?
So but what I'm asking is for the 10,000, what are the component parts of it that they get? Just so
Well,
that
I
we
mean,
make
it's
sure that,
like my whatever courses they need to take, we will give them that training and courses, like 12-week
Mhm,
course of yours, right? Plus,
right,
Dr. Paul Olivier is going to teach them about waste to value technologies. Ken
right.
Telford is going to be teaching them about high-speed construction technology. So all those things are part of it, and then the other C4 team, our other professors,
Mhm.
who are mentioning about modeling and simulation and number of other things. So all those things
So
will
that's the
become part
kind
of
of
the
stuff
program.
I'm asking you to provide me so that I can see the component parts.
Mhm.
And because, if we can even plug into other like off-grid solutions and things like that,
Mhm.
but if somebody else is already doing it, it's no sense us doing it.
Mhm.
So, um,
My promise, Joanne, is this, and I'll give you the model also. That well, in 53 months, okay, when you invest 10,600 Canadian dollars or 5,300 PGC or 7,200 US dollars, your money actually is being invested in a business. It's a gold and diamond business, it's a Wheel of Life farm school food business, it's a healthcare business. Okay,
mhm.
and since it is being invested in the business, we are offering them a net profit of 72%, since it's their money, right? So I'm not just
Mhm.
taking their money just to provide them the training. I'm investing their money so that, all the businesses which I am operating, 72% of that net profit will be given to them. That's how they become a millionaire in 53 months.
So you're saying they give you 53,000,
Mhm.
you pay out the
5300
expenses,
5300
fi-
PGC.
5,300. Oh,
It's a
5,300
small amount, not 53,000. That's a regular MBA, charges which people charge.
Oh, I had a different number for that. I thought it's 10,000 for the cost,
No, no, no.
right?
5,300 is a total amount of money I'm charging, okay, which is 7,200 US dollars or 10,600 Canadian dollars. Okay,
So what denomination is the 5,300
5,300 PGC, one pure gold coin,
PG? Oh, I see,
okay, is
PGC.
equivalent to 0.025 gram gold.
Mhm.
Based on the current price of the gold, it becomes US dollar 7,200. Okay, so as
Oh,
soon
I
as
see.
that 7,200 comes in to us, I invest that immediately into our business of climate
Mhm,
smart food and gold and diamond and everything else. And
mhm.
72%
So
of the
it's
net
really,
profit is given to them, to the
yeah.
students.
So you're asking them to actually give you $10,000 and wait 5 years to get a return. Is that what
No,
you're
no,
saying? Or do
in
they get an
five
annual return?
years, they are operating the business with me. Okay, it's a traction. They're not alone. They are actually operating their business. Okay. And I will make sure that in 53 months, they actually operate $1 million business or million PGC business. That's what I'm offering them, because I'm helping them become a millionaire by operating their business according to my system.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
sounds like as long as it's not a Ponzi scheme, it's fine.
Well, I mean, like I said, whenever somebody talks about like that, I would like to punch their face, take all their teeth out. Okay. And I like to do that because I'm a martial artist, and I don't like anybody to tell any professor, any scientist, or any engineer a scammer.
Right.
And I'm
Well,
telling it loud and clear that the biggest scammer is today are the governments.
So the way that we get around it is to make sure that we have a clear program.
Yes, exactly.
And exactly what it is, that's what I keep saying.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
because I don't want someone to say, oh, hold on, Joan, you know,
Exactly.
I don't want that to happen.
No,
So,
no. What I'm simply saying is I don't want people to actually, evaluate the program themselves, evaluate, me independently, because, my due diligence, like I said, I was trying to operate or own a gold mine in Australia, and the Australian government did my due diligence, and I'm authorized to buy gold mines in Australia. So they did that part, who I am, how I operate, what is my background, and they go through every details, okay, throughout your 67-year life. And after all that due diligence, they actually approved me that I can actually purchase and own gold mines in Australia. So they've done by their part, and I would like everybody to
like
do
I
it,
said, if you can, if you can provide me validations of everything, I'm fine. I'm ready to go. I can work with you and schedule classes,
Sure.
anytime. Probably what I would suggest is in the fall.
I think fall is a good time to do it.
To get everything done. We do have a number of courses starting in the fall,
right,
but that's okay.
Fine.
But if the paperwork, like
I
for
think
example,
fall is a very comfortable time to do it. I think, Joanne, and I think it looks good.
If it's scheduled for the fall, that's fine, but we have to have everything. I will not promote it until I have everything in place. Like
no,
our
you don't
cooking
need
classes,
to. What
we have
need to
everything
do
in
is,
place.
Joanne, you don't need to promote anything. Once you have the students lined up, like I said, your responsibility is to provide them the training. You don't need any promotion.
No, the
we
social,
don't need any of those
no,
things.
just the entrepreneurship side of it. So if you
12-week program.
Yeah, well, it may not be 12 weeks. We'll have to see what's needed. That's what, if you provide me the information, I will design the program around what's needed.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll do that. I will develop a document for you. And then based on that document, we finalize the program and, move forward.
And I'm a stickler for details and information. Okay. So because if I am the type of person that I call myself the Reader's Digest person. I want to make sure everything is compact, and somebody says, okay, John, where's your agreement? Here. John, how much money did you receive and for what? I received this amount. This is what we offered.
Fine.
So
correct.
that's
correct. I think
everybody
we have agreed
I work with.
The only thing I need from you, now is the cost of the 12-week program.
Okay.
That's it.
Well,
life membership is taken care of, 253 Canadian
well, the
dollars.
membership, I think we've agreed on. We have not agreed on the cost of I need to know your component parts, and it may not be 12 weeks. It may be 8 weeks.
Fine. Let me describe the GEMBA program for you.
Yes,
what we are looking
in detail, in terms of what we are going to be,
and
so
then
that
I will simply say that, okay, I expect you to provide this kind of,
exactly,
training to the students.
Yes.
Okay.
And I can agree or disagree.
Fine. And I think it's a collective development, whatever is the right for the student, we develop that thing, and your responsibility will be to deliver.
And so we're going to have, the two things. One is the Victory Garden and one is the social entrepreneurship, correct?
Yeah, exactly. But I think what you are mentioning is this, that, you are going to be using the Victory Garden model to provide the social entrepreneurship training.
That's right.
Right?
The Victory Garden model, Climate Smart Victory Garden model, is about designing the garden.
Uh-huh.
The social entrepreneurship is the economic development side of it.
Okay, wonderful. So integrate the two together, and that will be sort of a small model for operating Wheel of Life Farm School also. If you can
And how long
successfully,
is how long is your program?
53 months,
The whole thing.
the whole thing.
Okay, so again, if you do the component parts, let me see what's going first, second, third, and then we
No,
can
exactly. I mean, it is going to be, what we are saying is this: initially, we are going to be training them in waste to value technologies. We are going to be training them in high speed construction technologies, so that immediately they can start building and operating this farm. And then after these two things are in place, and action have started, then whatever is the need of that particular student or a business, we provide them. So 53 months, it's a traction I am actually having with them. And
so
after that
it may
also,
not be that, right, it may not be that they need the social entrepreneurship course. They may need just
anything
how to
else.
write their business
Exactly.
plan, like so that's why I
Exactly.
need to look at it and say,
Correct.
may I suggest this?
Yeah, whatever their requirement is, Joanne, in order to operate their business
Right.
successfully or transform their business into $1 million business, each project will have a different requirement, or each student might have a different requirement. So we are
And what happens
promising
if you
them.
don't get, yeah, it's none of my business and you don't have to answer if you don't want, but what happens if the return on the gold mine is not as anticipated?
Well, I mean, like every business, we are minimizing the risk by making sure that, all our technologies, methods, everything is done. But we are not
Yeah,
saying that it's a zero risk program. Okay, an
right.
earthquake can happen, and the
Yeah.
mine, $2 billion mine, can go down. Okay, so
Right.
campus has gone down, so we cannot
Yeah.
really predict everything. But what we are saying is this, that based on the normal circumstances, your chances of losses is minimized, because professionals are designing and operating the whole thing. So that's what we are offering. And that is
Yeah.
the reason what we are saying them is this also, that the
Yeah.
nature will also help you if you are going to be helping the nature also. So that's why we are calling
Right.
it climate smart. We
Right.
don't want to do the
And
mining to hurt the nature, to hurt
right.
Mother Earth. Okay.
Yeah.
So that is the
And
reason why
so
climate smart component is there.
yeah. And so just so you know that I'm risk averse. I'm completely protectionist when it comes to the foundation. So just so
Hmm?
you know that
Correct.
I do everything with those eyes. So
Hmm?
if my questions are not satisfied, I will walk away from a
No, no,
project.
no issues at all. No issues at
So
all. I mean,
okay.
an
I just
idea,
want you to know upfront.
my idea is like this, Joanne, that I want everyone to be super delighted when they work with me. Okay, if there
Me
are any
too.
doubts, of any kind, and if you are not feeling comfortable with any of the things which I'm doing, I mean, you can always say no to it.
Right.
Okay.
Um, yeah. So the definite thing is uh, agreeing on the price after I look at your
Sure.
outline, and
Mhm.
then we'll can go from there. Okay.
We'll go from there. And like I said, uh, out of everybody I met, from Mr. Lloyd Helferty, I believe, that I think your style, your capabilities, your organization probably is one of the benchmark organizations in Canada. And it will
Yeah.
be
Thank you.
my,
We have that reputation.
privilege. It will be my privilege, and I mean, I'll be very lucky for, to learn a lot of things from you.
Well, the same. If everything goes well, I think we can do a pretty good project and make some
Definitely.
people very happy. So
Definitely. Idea
and
is this,
wealthy.
that
So
I like, my ratio of 70 to 28 is because of the fact that, if you are giving 72% of your net profits to investors or to students, they will be super delighted because nobody gives that kind of money to everybody.
Yeah.
And I am going to
I'm
be a
trying to,
trillionaire because, you know, I am getting 28% profit from all the projects.
right. So that's great. I'm happy when people make money. I
Oh,
like to give value for money. So,
exactly.
you know, that's what we do. I'm
And
okay with people
I want everybody, you know, I mean, like I said that, you know, I want maybe 53,000 ladies to become, you know, like Joy and Kerr, you know, so that mission can continue.
Oh, well, great. Thank you. I mean, everybody has their own skills and passions, but,
I know, but I think
you know,
idea
it's,
is very simple that, you know, we provide them with everything we know, you know, and, you know, it's up to them. They can become better than us.
oh, that would be wonderful.
Yeah.
So like I said, I'll take a look at your program,
Okay.
and it may be that instead of the social entrepreneurship, we can do both, but it sounds more like they need more of a guideline around how to run a business and the components.
And
My question,
it is actually, you know, I mean, the definition of social entrepreneurship should be that social entrepreneurship project should always be profitable.
it should always be profitable, but you don't pocket it. So,
That's what I'm
you know,
saying. It
so
should always be
yeah,
profitable. And like I
yeah,
said, I don't like non-profit organizations because
right,
non-profit organization is not making, you know, things
right,
for others, you know. Idea
right,
is that every organization should be profitable and then they should be making everybody else profitable along with them.
right.
So that's what my
Um,
definition of
how,
social entrepreneurship is.
right. Well, I agree. The other thing I wanted to ask you, 53,000 people, um, you want 53,000 people to start a wheel of life farm, right?
We can actually multiply and, you know, do this a little bit of a math. 110 home self-sustaining community. In the center of the 110 home self-sustaining community will be the Wheel of Life Farm School. So now in the 110 homes, suppose we are talking about multiplying that 53,000 by 110. So that many communities will be built, okay? And each community will have Wheel of Life Farm School.
Okay. So, okay, so those numbers don't really add up. So a community
Mhm.
is a series of homes.
110 home.
Okay, so it's not 110 farms then. It's
No,
going
it's
to be
110 homes. So
right.
110 families live there.
Yes.
110 student families, okay?
Oh,
GEMBA
students.
student. GEMBA
Oh, I
student
see. Okay.
families live there, all right?
Okay.
And now,
Yeah.
you know, in the center of that 110 home community will be one Wheel of Life Farm School, okay? So now 53,000 divided by 100 is simply how much? 530.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
530 of these communities will become part of our campus town
So,
in Buffalo Gold Mine.
okay. So technically, these 50, there's only going to be 530 Wheel of Life farms.
Farm schools, yeah.
Right. So what happens to the other um, 52,000 people?
No, I mean, what we are saying is this, that these are the people who are getting trained now, right, in
Mm-hmm.
our
Yeah.
campus. And then they will
Mm-hmm.
go out into their countries, cities, everywhere else after
Right.
getting the training, and they will be, you know, duplicating the model.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
it's a plan.
I always have to picture how things work and if it works, right? So,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you
I
know,
think
at the
it's a
end of
good
the day,
idea to be part of the design also. This is what, you know, we have designed, and you know, now we want to really execute it and
so
say how we can move forward.
so do you have locations to build? How many of these? There's 110 homes in an area. How many of those do you have? Whoop.
Well, I mean, currently I have 360-acre site in China-Pakistan Economic Corridor close to Karachi. Okay.
Right.
We have got 870-acre site in KPK, okay, which is
Mhm,
already available. I am
mhm,
buying this Buffalo gold mine in Oregon. So that will be
mhm,
one of the sites. I have a gold mine in Guyana, which I'm looking at. So that will be another site in Guyana. And
mhm,
we are also acquiring a gold mine in Freetown, in Sierra Leone, basically. So we will be building this model over there also.
mhm,
But the first one, ideally, I would like to build it in Dalat because Dr. Paul Olivier has identified a small village. Okay, so he said, Mufaddal, 5,300, 500 later on, but let's build 5 of those 110 home community in a very small village in Dalat. Okay, so
mhm,
that, it's easier for us to do it, to train those
mhm.
people and demonstrate that, okay, how this thing works.
So like our program is not an executive program, right?
Mhm,
So it's about rolling out your victory garden,
mhm, mhm.
right?
Right.
So we have to make sure that we visit that to make sure that they're getting value for their money. It doesn't matter how much money you make if you're not giving somebody good value.
Correct, correct.
So,
So
right.
I think
So,
it will be a good, situation utilizing all your experience there. And then now I know I'm forcing actually, Kane Talford and Dr. Paul Olivier to work with Dalat University, a wonderful, city in Vietnam,
mhm,
ideal for doing this kind of project. So they are working on
mhm,
that. But Dr. Paul Olivier has identified a Dunk No village, where he is actually building, he wants to build 5 of these 110 home self-sustaining communities or
right.
5 Wheel of Life Farm school in that village.
Mhm.
So that's a population of the
So,
village. It's a small village.
and what are they charging you for their costs for training?
Well, I mean, Dr. Paul Olivier doesn't want to charge anything. He says, Mufaddal,
Okay.
everything which I have is yours. Okay.
Okay.
And whatever my portion of the profit is, you actually start up an education program or something, scholarship program, and give scholarships to everybody.
Mhm,
Ken Telford has his own model like yourself.
mhm,
So he's going to be charging, certain amount of money.
mhm. Because essentially, instead of doing a 12-week course, depending on what when I read your components,
Mhm.
they may just need to take a 2-week course to develop their business plan.
That's it. Mhm.
So we really have to think about how this work. It's not about making the money; it's about giving the value.
Doing the thing in the right
So
way,
yeah. So
doing
I mean,
everything in the right
I
way.
know I'm scaling. I know I'm scaling my own self back, but I want to make sure that the
I know,
participants
I know, I know.
are getting what
They should be
they need.
getting, they should be getting the
Yeah.
best value. And
Right.
best value, the word I'm going to add to it is agility.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
you don't have to wait until you graduate to apply what you have learned, because by the
right.
time you graduate, you forget everything.
Yeah.
So in this,
Yeah.
in our program, just in time application, you learn today, you
Yeah.
apply
So
today.
I'm looking to get a concept paper from you.
Mhm,
You're an engineer, so you know what that means.
mhm.
So it's here's our program, here are the component parts, and then we can discuss that.
Sure,
Okay.
sure. Let me
All right.
develop, let me work on it, develop that, and then, give me a couple of days, to work on it.
And then
And
I will
then
have
I
to
will,
see who,
yeah,
because we have to obviously get people um to do the training, right? So
correct. Mhm.
like our cooking class, we did a chef, a
Mm,
certified chef,
correct.
so that they're answering questions.
Mhm.
We're not just doing programs for the sake of doing them. We
No, no,
want
no. I
people to
think it's
come
a
away
properly
with things.
designed program. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Hmm.
Exactly. So I would love
Not
to,
worth doing unless it's excellent.
yeah, yeah. I
So
would love to definitely, get the students to you as soon as possible. And now the target is very aggressive regarding the Buffalo gold mine. And there are a lot of international students in USA and Canada interested in, joining our program. So people
yeah.
don't have to really travel also. So we will be
Hmm.
actually getting international students from Canada as well as from USA. They will be enrolling in the program, and you can start the training immediately.
After we agree on everything.
Right. Okay. So let's say fall is
Okay.
a good target date. and
Yeah,
we will
we'll
start
discuss
them.
that after. Yeah, we'll discuss that after and to see when do your students start?
Well, I mean, we are ready to start anytime, but I mean, fall is a good time because it's almost summer. It will give us about 3 months to enroll all the students and, get them into our program. And then, since Buffalo Gold Mine is a very attractive, in our Texas dairy farm, both of them are very attractive projects for Pakistan and for Sierra Leone, because all the gold mining, mining engineers, etc., would love to learn climate smart mining in the Buffalo Gold Mine, and all our farmers in Pakistan would love to come to Texas in that 163-acre farm, Gag Dairy Farm, which we are acquiring for $1.7 million. So they will be actually building this campus over there also. So it's a lot of exciting time for everybody to get the best training and uh, come out
So
of the
like I said,
economic crisis of COVID-19.
yeah, like I want to stress that we will be contracted to do the education, and it's
Mhm.
very, very framed.
Correct.
We don't do continual
Mhm.
servicing.
Mhm.
That's up to you. We don't get paid for that, and we don't do it.
Correct.
We don't want to do it.
Correct. No, I mean, you
So as
actually
long,
focus on your program, deliver
yeah,
on your program, and I think
yeah,
that component will help everybody,
right,
to do things practically, in terms
right.
of growing things, growing food, and, managing a
Hmm.
small business, stuff like that. All that component
Right.
will be, added into that program. And I will, highlight all of that, that this is what we
Yes.
expect from you to deliver.
Right.
And
Right.
that's it.
Yeah. And then we can decide on the
And then you
cost,
can
and
agree on giving me a cost.
the yeah, the cost will be contingent on what we're offering.
Correct,
So,
correct. Exactly, exactly.
right.
Okay,
Okay.
8 weeks, 12 weeks, whatever it is, I will
Right.
highlight, you'd have designed that based on the input I'm going to be providing you. And
That's
then,
right. Because like I said, it may end up being a 2 week
whatever is
program,
required, whatever
So,
is required.
right.
Definitely,
Exactly.
definitely.
So,
So
how many
basically,
hours?
your charges will be proportional to whatever the requirement is. Okay.
That's right.
So they
That's
are up
right.
and running. And I mean, we don't want to waste our time or anybody else's time, if they are not going to be getting any value from it.
Well, I don't waste my time. I ask for things. This is what we get. We
Mhm.
design it.
Correct. Mhm.
I don't have time for, we have lots of programs that we do and we're
Wonderful.
proud of them. So
Wonderful. So
if
now I
somebody does
think
want to,
only thing left from my end is, I will provide you the outline of the my expectation from your training, and then you are
yeah,
going to give me the cost of the training, and everything else is in place.
yeah, I will need to do some due diligence around the banking and stuff like that. But
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
that is a separate part, and that's
right.
probably your accountants can do that.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Enjoy the final snow, and
So
hopefully the weather will
yeah.
improve.
So I will leave it up to you to send that. I'm figuring at least in the next 3 weeks anyway.
Uh-huh.
So
Right, right.
does that sound okay?
Sounds good. Sounds good. Sounds good.
All right. Talk to you
Okay.
soon.
All right then.
Bye bye.
Sure thing. Bye bye.